So I hope that helped out anybody, give them a different perspective on I feel ugly and so I bought stuff. You're not the only one, me too. Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobras. And as for those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalism videos. So today's video is actually going to be addressing a comment that really deeply resonated with me. The comment was something along the lines of, and I'll put it down here, but it was essentially, I felt ugly or I didn't feel like enough and so I bought stuff. And that comment really resonated with me a lot because recently I've been talking to Will, and I remember we were at Marshall's and I told Will, as my fingers were going through the clothes, I told him like, society's gonna have to ruin my self-esteem all over again to get me to buy nearly as much as I used to. That is what today's video is going to be talking about, addressing this issue of you're not enough and so you buy stuff to compensate. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's get it, let's go. But before we start, as always, I want to put a little disclaimer. This is never an attack on anyone watching this video. The things that you buy and the things that it represents for you, I definitely respect that. But as always, I try to make these videos with the intention that it could help you have a different perspective so that you can get ahead financially. That is the primary goal of my channel, is to help you guys, because that's what helped get me ahead. When I stopped spending all of my money, I didn't have much, but the little I had, I spent it. I finally got ahead and my life definitely improved for it. So if I can help you guys, my job here is done. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the comment, why it resonated with me so deeply. Was a lot of things that I bought were because it was coming from a place of hate for me. I bought things thinking that it would fix a lot of the things that I was unhappy about. As I've mentioned in other videos, I would buy clothes that were a size too small because it would satisfy that feeling of like I want to lose more and more weight. I would buy makeup because I felt like I just wasn't pretty enough for social media. I bought designer clothes because I felt like it would compensate for the fact that I grew up on welfare. So a lot of the things that I have bought in the past were just kind of like band-aids to soothe my hurts. And so the next thing that I want to talk about is the comment that I told Will was, you'd have to ruin my self-esteem to get me to buy again. And that meant a lot because I don't buy nearly as much, because a lot of the things that I mentioned that I over-shopped in, I have technically fixed. So I no longer have an eating disorder. I'm extremely happy with my weight. I am very healthy. I have a period. I have a healthy relationship with my body and clothes and eating. So when I look at clothes, I no longer buy for an aspirational version of myself. I buy for my size. I buy a small, a medium, a large, whatever the size of that particular clothing is, so in that it fits me and my current body and my needs. I don't try to make me fit the clothes. I make sure the clothes fit me, and I don't care what the label or the branding or the size of the clothes are. The other thing is my makeup addiction was because I just didn't feel very confident on social media. I just felt like I was not where I wanted to be, so I felt like I need to be prettier. But at the end of the day, I've realized that I don't think that you guys are here because I'm pretty. I think you guys are here because I try my best to put out quality content, and I try my best to show up and help you guys, because that is, as I've realized after being in this industry for 5 years, is actually the most fulfilling aspect of this. I thought in the beginning, as a naive 20-something-year-old when I started my YouTube channel, I came here for the adoring fans, but I realized that actually the thing that made me happiest is when I would get comments saying like, thank you so much for that video, this and this and this helped me a lot, and I've really been struggling. This is why I do it. This is what keeps me going. This is why I haven't quit. Or, you know, I've been kicking and screaming and saying I want to quit, but I haven't. It's because those are the things that really mean the most to me, is helping you guys out. So I realized I don't need all that makeup. Like, I'm not here, you know, being a pretty face. I'm here to help. I'm here to help my Cobra nest. And the other thing is just this feeling of like, just like not feeling, you know, confident with like my finances. And I realized that buying these luxury items to show to other people that I'm okay with my money was really not helping me. It was actually creating the opposite. So I realized that probably better if I stop spending money trying to showcase to other people that I have money, and maybe just actually have money and maybe go to therapy instead for the things that bothered me in my childhood. That's probably a better use of my money. And I know that I say these things laughingly, but they're not. They're things that in the quiet space of my own mind, I realized that I had to work on by myself. And so when I go shopping now, I think that's one of the primary reasons why I've been extremely successful with a lot of my no buys and my low buys, and gone such a long period of time without buying, is probably because I've addressed the core of all of it, and that's my self-esteem. I have worked on things that bothered me, and I realized that buying things was not going to cure whatever it is was bothering me. If I felt ugly, well, I needed to do something about that. If I felt fat, well, I needed to do something about that. If I felt poor, again, I needed to do something about that too. So I hope that helped out anybody, give them a different perspective on I feel ugly and so I bought stuff. You're not the only one, me too. I want to say that if you work on that, life's a lot easier when you're not buying things as band-aids. So thank you so much for having taken the time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!